Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Fandom, fun, funny.
I'm going to introduce our panel because it's always rotating with a bunch of kind of nerdy people, mostly girls. And we're going to do, our fun fact will be how we like our coffee. All right?
Okay,
here we go. Boom, choo, pow, 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 ping, ping, ping. I've had a lot of coffee already. Choo, 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 pow, pow, boo, doo, 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 doo. And it's the caffeinated version of the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Choo, choo, choo. Featuring our gaming expert, Katie.
I actually mix my coffee with hot chocolate.
Woo, choo, 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 choo. Pow, 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 pow. And here to tell us what's got her weeping, it's producer Johna.
I honestly like my coffee with more sugar and cream than coffee.
Yep, that's why we are friends. And choo, choo, choo. From the Kind of Nerdy Dudes podcast. It's producer Patches.
Hey, I like I'm pretty simple. Sugar, milk, it's all good. I do miss at a previous job, we had a coffee station. I would take a pack of hot chocolate and dump it in the canister and then brew the coffee on top and then shake the canister. It was great.
I told you.
I call it the makeshift mocha.
I am KJ. I bring you the Chris Evans update, and it's been pretty exciting lately. I like my coffee to not taste like coffee. However, that has to happen. I love peppermint mocha. I skip pumpkin spice. Ugh, gross.
I don't like pumpkin spice either. My mom loves it though.
I like the pumpkin cream cold brew better than the pumpkin spice.
I just don't like the pumpkin. It's pumpkin anything.
You don't like pumpkin pie?
No.
Was it marshmallows you also said you didn't like?
I also don't like marshmallows. Ew, that feel in your mouth, gross.
She also doesn't like spaghetti.
Okay, you guys, these are a lot of fun facts we can have future shows, okay?
She doesn't like anything except cottage cheese.
Oh, man.
That's true.
That's damn near accurate, yeah.
It's got to be the right cottage cheese. Don't give me that breakstone crap.
The kind in the blue tub.
Shouldn't even be allowed to be called cottage cheese. It's disrespectful to the cottage cheese industry. Okay. Nerdy stuff. We're going to start off right away with some gaming news because we got Katie here, and sometimes her dog, I don't know, pukes and then she leaves. So.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
So here we go. Okay. Choo, pow, pow, ping, ping, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, choo, 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 boop, 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 choo, choo, choo. It's time for Katie's gaming update. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop.
Our notes.
Oh, notes. Nice.
I know, right? The big news, Bethesda, one of my favorite game studios, got bought by Microsoft.
Wow.
I know. Big
I didn't know
deal.
Minecraft was so big.
I know, right? It's a $7.5 billion deal.
Okay.
And it includes all the games like Wolfenstein, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Deathloop, which is the new one that hasn't come out yet that I'm pretty excited for. Yeah, it's a very huge deal, so it means a lot of those games are going to end up on the Game Pass, which is on the Xbox, which means I'm probably going to have to buy a new generation Xbox, but Eric wants a PS5, so we're in an argument about it.
Oh, dear.
Did you say Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that throws me back to the original. Well, the old floppy 3.5-inch floppy disk, like the original computer Wolfenstein game. Oh
it
my
also
God.
has Doom as well.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
You get those Gatling guns, man. Back in the day, you're just gonna lay everybody out.
So Katie, we rearranged our basement. The restoration is done. Our basement has been restored. We did some upgrades, and so we've got everything ready to figure out what our next gaming system is going to be. So don't give up on me yet. But a lot of bumps in the road as I become a gamer, but most of them were because my house was under siege.
Yes.
So we're ready. You didn't even hook up the 360 or the PS2 again?
So you're telling me you still haven't played Hitman more than a year later after I loaned it to you?
You're always so negative. We can't see the positive. This is great news.
Hey, but I do have a gaming question. Do you know, because I haven't done any research yet, is the PS5 going to be backwards compatible with the PS4 games and everything else?
PS5 will be backwards compatible.
Is
Awesome.
it? I thought it wasn't.
Which is the only reason it's like worth it.
Wait.
Yeah, right? Eric, the PS5 is backwards compatible. Yeah. My survey says yes. At least to PS4, not anything before that. So your PS2 is a little still out of date. But PS4 games, which I have a few you can borrow, will be fine.
Okay.
Awesome.
I think that was where I was confused because there was some news I saw in the Kind of Nerdy Network, which is our Facebook group where we love for you to join and talk with us and post things. Then it gives us content for our show. There was a post in the Kind of Nerdy Network of someone who was very upset about PlayStation. So I think it was that it's not going to be compatible with the PS1, 2, or 3.
No. And of course it won't because the PlayStation 2 came out 12 years ago and the PlayStation 3 came out 5 years after that. So it's been a while.
I still like my
PlayStation came out a longer than 12.
Yeah. The point is, like, you can go onto the PlayStation Store and buy and play most of those PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games.
You can?
Oh,
yeah, they're just digital versions.
Gotcha.
They don't completely get rid of games forever. And if they do, they're either incredibly old or weren't that good to begin with.
What about my trivia game, Buzz?
Maybe not.
Dang. Okay. All right. Anything else going on? That's
the big thing.
Okay. What's going on in your world? What are you playing?
I'm playing Right to Save the Dates and Wedding Invites.
That's a fun game.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, quickly with the Chris Evans update, I don't have anything really to offer because he's been pretty quiet. He did the one interview with Tamron Hall about his little oopsie.
Oopsie.
No, never mind. I was gonna nope.
You were gonna say big oopsie, weren't you? Weren't you? Yeah. Yes. I know. So he's being pretty quiet. Other than that, and focusing on his new platform, a starting point, and
really focusing on the election.
Yeah, he just wants.
Aren't we all?
We are. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's getting real, you guys.
I know. We're almost in October, guys.
Oh. By the way, there is a really great new site that will help you figure out where to vote, where to go to get information on candidates and things like that. And it's completely for nerds. It's called nerdsvote.com.
Nice.
So it's encouraging our community to get educated and kind of unite and make sure that our voices are heard. So nerdsvote.com. If you have any questions about the election, you're listening to this, so you're a nerd. That's the place to go, unless you want to go to a starting point, which is Chris Evans' site. That's also a good place to go. This podcast is not brought to you by either of those places. As a matter of fact, this podcast is not brought to you by anyone. If you'd like to sponsor the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast, please reach out to KJ, kjonair.com. Thank you. Woo! Choo, 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 choo. Pow, pow, ping. Woo, 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 woo. What's Got Johna Weeping?
Wow. That was such an intense cry.
It was.
Well, before I tell y'all what had me crying for the past 3 days, I watched Enola Holmes yesterday.
Yes!
How is it? It's in my queue.
It's actually really good.
Yes.
I was really honestly surprised at how good it was.
Well, I was kind of like you, John. I'm like, okay, we're gonna watch this. We love everything Sherlock Holmes, so let's give this a chance. And Millie Bobby Brown, this has got to be great. Henry Cavill, and didn't know what to expect, but it was light and fun and witty, and it really at the end of it, I was like, man, I wish there was more of this. I wish it was a series. Yeah.
Well, I think they set it up to if they wanted to, they could do one-off series. I mean, since it's Netflix anyways, I mean, why not do kind of the way the BBC Sherlock and just go, 60, 90-minute one-offs, moving on, progressing the story of Enola Holmes.
They probably just want to see how it's going to do before they decide whether they're going to do that. Because, I mean, when I first saw the preview for it, I was like, oh, that looks good, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it. But, Millie Bobby Brown, Henry Cavill, I was like, all right. Yeah. Let's watch it.
Yeah.
It was really good. Excuse me.
Henry Cavill was
It was so good.
He was a great Sherlock, which is, given that we've had these incredible actors in Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch, when we first started watching it, I'm like, oh crap, Henry Cavill is Sherlock. I don't want to dislike him or compare him or anything, but they did think they did a good job of capturing Sherlock Holmes, but it was a unique way because we're learning different things about him, a different side of his life.
And I love that they didn't make it too much about Sherlock Holmes. Like, they made it like her and him, they filmed it as a comparison. She always got there first, but he was there right after she was. Like, I loved that. I wanted her to go live with him so bad. I was like, go live with Sherlock. He'll take care of you. You guys have so much fun solving mysteries.
She's going to be fine on her own.
I know.
That's the bigger picture there.
And I mean, her best friend / maybe boyfriend, I don't know, is like the Lord Viscount or whatever. So, I mean, she's in someone's ear that's in power. So
as much as I liked him, don't you dare just go live with the rich dude. Because if you do that, I'm shutting this off.
Well, I mean, her mom was like, don't let anyone like put you off your path or something like that, especially a man. I was like, you tell her, girl.
That's right.
You tell her, okay? Don't let those men throw you off.
All right, what's got you weeping?
Midnight Sun.
Oh, you read it?
I'm listening to it. I feel it's easier for me to listen to it than it is for me to read it, because reading it is just so slow. When I started reading it, I was just like, I can't do it. If y'all want to listen to Midnight Sun, just go get an Audible 30-day free trial. Because that's what I did, and I'm almost done with it.
Oh, nice.
I want to listen to it at work, so.
Is there anybody of note that's reading it?
I think Shelley read it.
No. I mean, that's reading it to you.
Oh, it's some guy. His name's Jake Abel.
Okay. I don't
know. He's really good though. But oh God, I was literally at work crying the other day, like just standing at my desk, just. I was like, I had to pull myself together because I was like, Johna, don't cry. You gotta be tough. You're at work. Because literally, Edward he hates himself so much. Bro, like, you should hear some of the shit that he says about himself.
Aww.
Oh my God. It makes me so sad how much he hates himself. And he just does not think that he is good enough for Bella at all. Like, I don't deserve you, but I can't stay away from you because he's like a stalker or whatever.
Please.
And oh my God.
He is not what he thinks she is.
Yeah, but I was just like, oh my God. Like, and then you get to see like memories from like when he first became a vampire, because he was the first vampire in Carlisle's family. Mm-hmm. So then you get to hear about like him and Carlisle, like their first Christmas, which was so sweet. Literally, that's what really got me. I was just like, oh, come on, guys. And then when Carlisle found his wife, and like how Edward had to go off and do his own thing for a while. And when he came back, they just welcomed him back with open arms. Like, they didn't stop falling asleep.
Patches. Hey, we'll get to dirt news. We'll get to dude. We'll get to dude news.
Dude news.
I can't say it. We'll get to dude news.
Dude news.
Let us have our Midnight Sun. This is exciting because if you went back, Katie, I'm just saying that
Katie's
the journey of Johna with Midnight Sun, this is an interesting twist, because if you go back to when the book came out and Johna was so excited about it and then couldn't even handle it because it was so dry and slow and boring, to hear her talking about how she's crying now, this is a plot twist I didn't see coming.
It's so I can't explain to you like how listening to it has really changed it for me. I just felt like I was reading it in my own head in the wrong voice. Mm-hmm. And so the guy who's reading it, Jake Abel, shout out to you. You're doing a great job. Love you. Hope you got paid a lot of money to do this book.
I hope so too, for having to read that.
It's like 700. No, it's 700 pages. It's 26-hour audio.
What?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
How many pages was the Bella version of this book? Because that's trash.
300, I think.
I was going to be shocked if it was 75. She kind of seemed a bit vapid and non-existent anyway.
I only have 6 hours and 7 minutes left on my audio.
Wow. You are.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to it at work, but it just makes me see Edward like in a whole different light. Like,
being a wiener? Yeah, okay, great.
You're so mean. It's so good. I would even go so far as to say that I love it more than Twilight.
I did not see this coming.
I don't know. I feel like he has more. I mean, he's been alive for a very long time, so he just has a lot of feelings, and his emotions are just so overwhelming. And Bella, she's just, oh, this guy's a vampire. I really love him.
Let's say, though, hypothetically, if you're a couple 100 years old, shouldn't you be more emotionally developed than a 17-year-old girl?
KJ, your mic went out or something.
Oh, well,
I hear you.
Goodbye. This is our podcast now.
Can't hear you.
Nothing she can do about
We're
it.
taking over.
Taking it over. She can't tell us what to do anymore.
You can't yell.
What should we do first with all this newfound power?
I don't know. You and Patches are clearly going to kick me off the show because you guys hate Twilight or whatever.
Let's talk about how terrible cottage cheese is really quickly. It's gross.
Well, maybe I got to figure this out because I got my black cat interview coming up.
Oh, you're like there. You're just whispering.
Yeah, you're super
I'm
quiet.
not whispering.
Yeah, just shout the whole time. That'll be
You just
great.
have to scream the whole time.
Honestly, you might be better just turning the microphone on the laptop at this point.
Yeah, but that'll sound like crap. Let me just come down and hang out with you, and then we'll
Lock the door.
All right.
Lock the doors. He's in the living room. Lock the door. You can't lock the living room door. This is the best episode yet. No, actually, did you listen to our last episode about Chris Evans?
No.
You should have. You should have heard the unedited version because, man, it was fantastic.
Was this about the oopsie on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That was 90% of our episode. And then KJ was like, John, I'm going to have you edit it. I was like, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not editing nothing out of this.
Hey guys, welcome back.
He's back.
Hi.
Hey. Me and Katie, we took on the role of hosts. We got it. We had it going.
Yeah, you're fine.
Thank you. How did it go? What did I miss?
Bunny Day and Animal Crossing. And then we talked about the weird proportions in your Chris Evans cutout because you left him up there. So it's still rolling.
Oh, that's right. So now it's if Patch is going to start doing video highlights of the Kind of Dirty Girls.
Yep.
So for this, you would just see Patches and I on a screen together, and Black Widow, and it's like Black Widow and Captain America are our studio audience.
They're not laughing, guys.
That's the audience, Mike. If at any time Black Widow or Captain America, you'd like to ask a question, just step up to the mic. Thank you. Okay.
Man, if they start moving, I am out of this mug. I tell you what.
Why do we always have technical difficulties? It's so annoying.
No.
Katie, before we set this up, because and I have to be out a little bit earlier than noon so that this thing can process so that I can get to my next Zoom meeting,
Oh, you're just getting rid of us for the cat people? Okay, I see how it is.
Listen, I got a deadline for my black cat story for October. All right.
I'm about to say it's because October's coming. That's why you're doing that.
Yes. So we're gonna break the stereotypes. We're gonna blow your mind with the myths that aren't true and some of the things that you should know. The good myths. The good myth about the black cats. So anyway, I was saying, like, Patches, I should be set up upstairs so that when we're done, I can just roll right into my next interview, roll right into my next one. And so we specifically set it up so that we would be apart so that I could do that. And then my microphone goes out.
Yep.
And then we're down here doing what he wanted to do anyway. And when we're done with this, he's going to be like, I told you so.
Tell her so all the listeners can hear.
I will not say, I told you so.
What will you
officially.
Say? How will you say it?
Allegedly.
I will passive aggressively probably bring it up throughout the course of the day.
Well, interesting development as I came downstairs, I get to see Patch's other screen, which is a whole bunch of other names you would call Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes, we were talking about Sherlock. So they actually have, it's a name generator that does variations of Benedict Cumberbatch.
This is hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, it's like Crumble Cake Bandersnatch.
I did it. I did it.
Yeah.
The first one I got was Bumblebee Cannon Lock.
Bonky Hort Cutie Brunch.
Billy Ray Cumberbund.
Ooh, it's a duel. Keep going, guys. Just keep throwing them out there.
Fermius Bandersnatch.
Bombadil Scratch and Sniff.
Candle Cork Wrangled Track.
Blasphemy Cottage Cheese.
That is not.
I swear to God.
You show me your screen. You
I
screenshot.
already clicked the next one. I was loaded. Now it's going apart custard wheel.
Bellywig Bunker Splat.
Bento Box Clomby Clomp.
Bacon Track Caramel Snack.
Bourgeoisie Moldy Spore.
Ballsack Candle Wax.
Billy Bong Chesterfield.
Bandikick Cucumber Patch.
Beetlejuice Crumplehorn.
Bandersnoot Cumberbund.
Buckingham Colonized.
Bean Dip Bubble Cats.
Hockey Tom. I can't read that one.
You can't be beamed up bubble cats.
Oh my God.
Benedict Clumsy Snatch.
There's a cat up there.
Bendicio Combicio.
Oh my God. Melody,
Oh, Melodies.
Melody has joined the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast in the remote location with the Avengers.
The remote location.
Because you can hear it. She can hear the audio is still playing through the computer,
that's
so
right.
she's hearing us.
She can hear us. She's like, how do I shut these annoying humans off? I'm trying to sleep.
This is our second best episode, I would say.
Blunderdick Cabbage Patch. I'll edit this one, but it's Big Dick Butter Snatch.
That one wins.
Okay.
That one wins, hands down.
That wins. And I still don't believe you had a cottage cheese one.
What-
What'd you say? Blasphemy cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. To add a little bit of value to this
actual
podcast, the boys.
I started that.
Well, they just announced, so you got more content on the way, producer, because they've already announced there's a spinoff in the works, which will be another generation of soups. So yay to Amazon for going, wow, everybody loves this show. We need to make more of it. So what do you think so far as a new person?
I've literally only watched the first episode.
Yeah, but a lot happens in that first episode.
How intense is that first episode, y'all?
The first 3 minutes of that episode, you're like, huh?
Nah, for real, I was just sitting there, I was just watching, and then all of a sudden it was just like blood everywhere, and I was like, what happened? What's going on?
You know what I appreciate about that is that within 3 minutes of watching that show, you have a deciding factor if you are going to continue or if this is not for you. Because it is so heinous.
Yes, it is.
You're like, I mean, even we were like, oh.
Also, I love the guy who plays Butcher. I love his accent.
Carl Urban, yeah.
It's my
Carl
fave.
Urban.
Yeah.
But also the end of that first episode where like the plane goes down and they're like, oh, Homelander's so great. And I'm just sitting there watching it. And then I was like, oh my God. I was like, are you kidding me? I was so mad I had to leave because I was like, all right, we're going to binge this right now because there's no, oh my God.
Oh, that doesn't stop, Jonna. Like every single episode has that, what just happened moment at the end that you have to keep going. Katie, you haven't watched anything of The Boys?
No, but I've heard good things.
I think you would really like it.
Yeah, you would really, really dig that.
It's
Think of all the gore that happened in Supernatural, but you get to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And I mean, they've already announced not only the spinoff, but season 3, and Jensen Ackles is going to be in it.
Yeah, my boy.
And I would not be surprised if I don't think they've confirmed it yet, but I did hear possibly Jeffrey Dean Morgan would be joining the show. Like, I almost feel like this is going to morph into this like supernatural reunion where they get to do all of the things that they couldn't do on the CW.
And get to have the language and get to have everything that,
I don't know if I'll be able to handle Jensen Ackles cursing.
Oh my God, it's going to be so great.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Also, since I've been doing my Supernatural rewatch, Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character, John, is like the fucking worst.
He's a bad dad. Yeah.
He's the worst. Like, I was like, I don't remember this being like this when I first watched it. Now I watched it again. I'm like, he's awful.
Yeah. He's like,
worst.
Figure this shit out on your own. Bye.
No, for real.
Right.
Like, don't come find me, but here's a hunt that you need to go on. What are you talking about? Crazy.
And, keeping in the little Supernatural family, we did find out that Jared Padalecki's wife will be playing his wife in,
I love that.
in Walker, which will be fun to see.
In Supernatural, they were so good together.
Oh,
When
yeah.
it was Sam and Ruby. Like, it was so great. So I'm really excited to see what they'll be like in Walker.
Yeah, me too. And I think that it's going to... Oh, what was I going to say? Give me a second. Whew. Okay. The Impalas have made their way home. So Jared and Jensen each have a baby at their house now.
What's
Oh, no, it's good, right?
really got Johna Weeping? Supernatural.
Oh my
Right.
gosh, right? Stop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you think they're just going to, like, because they live outside Austin, do you think the two of them will just hop in it and just drive around town and be like, what's up?
I hope so.
I would.
I want that
hell
to
yeah.
happen so bad.
Oh, 69 Impala? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Every day of the
move.
week.
I will move to Austin just to see if that actually happens.
Are you just going to live like on the sidewalk just to hope they're going to drive by?
Yeah.
I mean, you know where Jensen's family beer company is, so you could just hang out there.
I've tried to plan a trip there forever. I don't even like beer, but I want to go there just because Jensen Ackles is.
Once we get back into convention life, there's usually one a year at least.
I miss conventions.
And so if we could work a convention with celeb photo ops in Austin, we could plan an outing to Family Beer Company.
Let's do it. I'm here
so that's like on the bucket list when we get conventions back. That's going to be
in Texas. I want to go to Dallas because I want to go to South Fork Ranch.
Oh, sweetie. Texas is really, really big.
I know. So really plan like 2 trips to Texas.
All right. It's done for dude. I can't freaking say it. It's done for dude news.
Here we go.
Patches of the kind of nerdy dudes.
Wow.
Dirt nudes. Dirt news.
Dirt nerds.
You're the nerds.
Believe it or not, there isn't a lot of dude news going on. My personal dude news is I will be joining you today to watch Cat Camp.
Oh yes, Cat Camp.
So that is going to happen.
You are not going to watch Cat Camp with me.
I will. I'm going to be tuning in. That's my dude news. I'm not afraid. I mean, I'm wearing my Crazy Cat Gentleman t-shirt today. So, I mean, I'm all about it. Let's do it.
Well, I'm excited. It's Jackson Galaxy and it's a whole bunch of cat people. And I'm excited to see if it would be something that we would want to put on our bucket list to go to in New York City next year.
Okay.
All right.
I'll go with you, but I'm not going to go to CatCon. I just want to be in New York.
It's not CatCon. It's Cat Camp. CatCon. I want to be the creator of CatCon. That's going to bring the whole like nerds who love cats. That's going to be
CatCon. Trademarked by KJ.
What if CatCon only featured celebrities who love cats?
Yeah.
So like
Maybe Bopplecourt Dinglesnack will come and be a guest star.
I found one. I've been clicking this entire time until I got the cottage cheese one again.
Did you screenshot the cottage cheese?
I am trying to screen share and you won't let me. So I am going
to ask.
Yeah.
You have to ask.
It's not. It just shows up that you're trying to take
so
angry.
No, I'm trying to share my screen and it won't let me.
It's because it's the audience mic upstairs.
Yeah. So now here I am taking a picture of this and I'm going to text it to you. I have 2 of them actually because I've been clicking here for so long.
As it should be at the moment, the people in charge of the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast are Black Widow and Captain America.
And a cat.
and
Melody. Yeah.
Please send us the screen.
I'm doing it right now.
And that should be the end of this Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. So the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast is brought to you by
Chris Evans.
No.
Buckyball Cottage Cheese.
Buckyball Cottage Cheese?
I texted it to you.
Oh, my phone's upstairs with
Good
Captain
God,
America
you are a
Black
hot
Widow.
mess today.
Before we go, let's have a moment to just be sad that Black Widow has been delayed again.
Oh, no.
A whole calendar year now.
Ooh, yikes.
Officially.
Isn't the movie basically done?
Soon.
Oh, it's done.
Hang on, everybody. One at a time. Please raise your hand if you want to talk. Settle down. Go ahead, John. So that's our first time doing a podcast?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Jonna.
About Black Widow.
Yeah, what did you
I'm sad, but we get WandaVision. So WandaVision's coming out, next month?
That's true. Yes. It's
so,
coming.
at least we get something Marvel-like. And I saw that they went back to filming Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
We can celebrate that. All right. So I feel a little bit better. Let's go out. As you know, you can find us, the Kind of Nerdy Network, on Facebook, where we talk with all of our friends all week long in between the podcasts. And then you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Kinda Nerdy Girls. We're a part of the Just What I Needed Network. Thanks for listening. This podcast has been brought to you by
Fumblebutt Wanglestink.
All right, let's try this again. Patches first, then Katie.
This podcast brought to you by Fumble Dork Fancy Pants,
Billy Ray Talisman,
Fumble Dick Winkware,
Blasphemy Crucifix,
Flop Dick Where's My Ass.
Oh, no!
Buttercup concubine.
Mumble
You guys
bum
are doing
crumpet.
so well saying this.
Barnacle cul-de-sac.
Ramble butt
Oh my
rumble
God.
track.
Johnny Cash cockatoo.
Okay, we gotta go.
God.
One
We
more.
gotta go.
One more.
I'll let you.
All right, we'll go out with one more from Patches. Drum roll.
KJ has to say it.
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah.
KJ has to say
Which
it.
one am I saying? You point
You
at it,
pick.
I'll say it. Sugar Snatch, Buttercrotch. Thanks for listening.